The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey. When Friday hit theaters in 1995, it became an instant cult classic, largely due to the unforgettable performances of its cast, particularly Chris Tucker's portrayal of Smokey, the fast-talking, hilarious sidekick. But when the sequel, Next Friday, was released in 2000, fans were left wondering why Tucker was noticeably absent. Despite the film's success, Tucker chose not to reprise his iconic role, sparking endless speculation about his decision. Join us to find out the real reasons behind Chris Tucker's departure from the Friday franchise. Before learning about the reasons why Chris Tucker left Friday, let's look back at his interesting career journey. In 1990, Tucker's comedy career took root at the Comedy Act Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. This venue was known for nurturing emerging comedic talent and served as a launching pad for several successful comedians. For Tucker, the Comedy Act Theater was more than just a stage. It was the place where he realized his true calling. He vividly remembered the moment he felt a strong reciprocal connection with his audience, saying, "I'm going to do this for the rest of my life because I felt that laugh coming back at me." This experience confirmed his passion for comedy and cemented his decision to pursue it as a lifelong career. With his high-energy performance style and a penchant for unpredictability, Tucker was determined to make a name for himself in the world of stand-up comedy. Recognizing that he needed to be in a more competitive environment to refine his craft and gain broader exposure, he made the bold move to Los Angeles. The city, known for its vibrant entertainment industry and competitive comedy scene, became the new backdrop for his ambitions. In Los Angeles, Tucker dedicated himself to his craft with relentless intensity. He spent the next 2 years honing his act, performing every night to audiences across various venues. This period was marked by rigorous practice and constant performance, which allowed him to develop his unique comedic voice and style. Tucker's performances were characterized by a dynamic energy, quick wit, and an ability to connect with audiences through his exuberant and sometimes unpredictable delivery. Tucker's commitment to his comedy career paid off as he began to gain recognition in the entertainment industry. His relentless pursuit of excellence and his distinctive comedic style helped him stand out in the crowded Los Angeles comedy scene. The groundwork laid during these formative years would eventually lead to significant opportunities and a successful career in stand-up comedy and film. The choice to forego college and the military, as Tucker himself noted, was a deliberate and calculated risk. He expressed his reluctance toward these traditional paths, humorously commenting that he ain't going to the military because they get up too early. This sentiment highlighted his desire to carve out his own path and pursue a career that aligned with his passions and interests. In 1992, Chris Tucker experienced a significant breakthrough in his burgeoning comedy career with a high-profile appearance on HBO's popular stand-up series, Def Comedy Jam. This show, known for its vibrant and edgy showcase of stand-up comedy, was a crucial platform for many emerging comedians during the early 1990s. For Tucker, this appearance was more than just another performance. It was the moment that catapulted him into the spotlight and marked the beginning of his transition from a rising stand-up comedian to a prominent figure in Hollywood. Tucker's set on Def Comedy Jam was electrifying, characterized by his high energy, dynamic delivery, and unique comedic style. His ability to connect with the audience and command the stage made a lasting impression on viewers and industry insiders alike. This performance caught the attention of several producers, leading to a cascade of opportunities in the entertainment industry. Tucker's ability to seize this chance demonstrated his readiness to capitalize on the break and leverage it for greater success. By 1994, Tucker's rising star in the comedy world began to shine even brighter with his film debut in House Party Trees. This film, part of the popular House Party series, featured Tucker in a role that showcased his comedic talent alongside established actors Bernie Mac and Angela Means. The connection with Mac and Means was fortuitous, as both would later join him in the 1995 film Friday, further establishing a collaborative network that would prove significant in Tucker's career. Despite his promising start in film, it was his role in Friday that would become a defining moment in Tucker's career. Released in 1995, Friday was a comedy film written by Ice Cube and DJ Pooh and directed by F. Gary Gray. The film, set in South Central Los Angeles, explores the lives of two friends, Craig, played by Ice Cube, and Smokey, played by Chris Tucker, as they navigate a single day filled with humorous and challenging situations. Tucker's portrayal of Smokey was a standout performance, bringing to life a character who was both hilarious and endearing. The role of Smokey was transformative for Tucker, offering him not only widespread recognition, but also cementing his place in the comedy and film industries. His comedic timing, charisma, and distinctive voice as Smokey resonated with audiences and critics alike, earning him acclaim and significantly boosting his career. The film's success and Tucker's performance contributed to its status as a classic in African-American cinema and a staple in 1990's comedy. In 1992, after Chris Tucker's electrifying performance on Def Comedy Jam, he caught the attention of Ice Cube and his writing partner DJ Pooh. They were impressed by Tucker's dynamic stage presence and saw the potential for him to bring something special to their upcoming film project, Friday. The duo, who were keen to cast a comedian who could bring a unique energy to the role of Smokey, reached out to Tucker, recognizing that his comedic style could be a perfect fit for their film. Interestingly, despite Tucker's strong performance on stage, the road to securing the role of Smokey was not straightforward. During the casting process, several other prominent comedians were also considered for the role. Among them were Chris Rock, Tommy Davidson, and DJ Pooh himself. Each of these comedians brought their own distinct style to the table, making the decision a challenging one for the filmmakers. Tucker's initial audition for Friday did not go as smoothly as his previous stage performances might have suggested. Kim Hart, the casting director for the film, recounted that Tucker's audition was far from impressive. In an interview, Hart described the audition as horrible, citing a combination of factors that contributed to the disappointing performance. Tucker had just returned from a grueling stand-up tour, which likely left him fatigued and less prepared. Additionally, he had not yet fully grasped the nuances of performing in a film setting, including how to adapt and improvise with the dialogue provided. Hart acknowledged that Tucker had not yet realized that comedians often have the freedom to bring their own improvisational flair to scripted material. This lack of understanding might have hindered his ability to connect with the character of Smokey in the audition. Despite these initial hurdles, Hart had faith in Tucker's potential. She believed that he could perform much better if given the right guidance and preparation. Ultimately, Tucker's raw talent and previous performance on Def Comedy Jam could not be overlooked. The casting team saw the potential in him and decided to give him another chance. This decision proved to be a pivotal one, as Tucker eventually embraced the role of Smokey with renewed vigor and understanding. His performance in Friday went on to become a defining moment in his career, earning him acclaim and establishing him as a prominent figure in comedy and film. While many casting directors might have moved on after a less than stellar audition, the film's decision-makers saw something special in Tucker that went beyond his initial performance. Faison Love, who portrayed Big Worm in the film, provides valuable insight into Tucker's journey to landing the role of Smokey. According to Love, Tucker was feeling particularly frustrated at the time of his audition, having recently lost out on several roles to other comedians. This frustration, coupled with his post-tour fatigue, contributed to a lackluster audition that fell short of the mark. Despite this, Love and the film's decision-makers recognized a crucial element that set Tucker apart: his extraordinary ability to improvise. The initial audition was described as just okay, reflecting Tucker's struggle to fully engage with the character of Smokey under the audition conditions. However, what truly stood out was Tucker's potential for improvisation, a skill that would become a defining feature of his performance in Friday. Love emphasized that while Tucker's audition might not have been impressive, his improvisational talents were unparalleled. This was a crucial factor in the decision-making process, as the filmmakers valued Tucker's ability to bring spontaneous humor and creativity to the role. The production of Friday was a fast-paced affair, with the film being shot in just 20 days. This tight schedule did not allow for extensive retakes or revisions, making it essential for the actors to deliver strong performances quickly. In this context, Tucker's improvisational skills became a significant asset. Love noted that if the film had the luxury of multiple takes, Tucker's ability to improvise would have been showcased even more extensively. Despite the limited shooting time, Tucker's improvisation added depth and authenticity to the character of Smokey, making him a standout performer in the film. In April 1995, Friday premiered, marking a pivotal moment in Chris Tucker's career and introducing audiences to his dynamic portrayal of Smokey, a fast-talking, streetwise character who quickly became a fan favorite. Tucker's performance as Smokey was a vibrant blend of his own high-energy style and a raw, charismatic edge that resonated deeply with viewers. His ability to deliver improvised one-liners and bring an unpredictable energy to the role helped elevate the film and cement his status as a rising star in Hollywood. Tucker's portrayal of Smokey stood out not only for its humor, but also for its authenticity and relatability. His quick wit and engaging performance made Smokey a memorable character who contributed significantly to the film's success. This role served as a breakthrough for Tucker, showcasing his unique comedic talent and establishing him as a notable presence in the entertainment industry. The success of Friday led to the natural progression of a sequel. By the year 2000, Next Friday hit theaters, bringing back many of the original film's stars, including Ice Cube, John Witherspoon, Tiny Lister, and DJ Pooh. The film aimed to build on the success of its predecessor by continuing the story and expanding the universe introduced in the first film. However, one significant absence was felt by fans. Chris Tucker's Smokey was nowhere to be found. The omission of Smokey from Next Friday was a topic of considerable disappointment among fans, who had come to love Tucker's character and the chemistry he shared with Ice Cube's Craig. The absence of Smokey was particularly notable given the character's popularity and integral role in the original film. In interviews and discussions about the sequel, fans and critics alike voiced their concerns and questions about why Tucker did not reprise his role. In 2017, Ice Cube addressed the situation during an appearance on the Drink Champs podcast. Reflecting on Tucker's decision not to return for the sequel, Cube expressed his frustration and disappointment. He likened the impact of Smokey's absence to a major sports team losing a star player, such as Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant breaking up. For Cube, Tucker's departure felt like a significant loss to the film and its continuation, much like a major piece of a team being removed. Following the success of Friday, Chris Tucker's career skyrocketed, establishing him as a prominent A-list actor in Hollywood. The year 1997 marked a significant turning point in his career with the release of Rush Hour, an action comedy film in which Tucker starred alongside martial arts legend Jackie Chan. This film was a major success, opening at #1 at the box office and grossing over $33 million in its first weekend. By the end of its run, Rush Hour had accumulated an impressive total of $244 million worldwide. The film's success not only solidified Tucker's status as a leading actor, but also showcased his remarkable chemistry with Jackie Chan, blending humor with action in a way that resonated with audiences. Tucker's rising star power was further recognized when he signed a two-picture, $45 million deal with New Line Cinema, making him the highest-paid actor in Hollywood for that year. This deal underscored his market value and the industry's confidence in his ability to draw audiences. The financial success of Rush Hour and the lucrative deal cemented Tucker's position as a top-tier actor, and his subsequent projects continued to reflect his high profile in the industry. Beyond Rush Hour, Tucker's filmography expanded with notable roles in Money Talks, where he starred alongside Charlie Sheen and The Fifth Element, a sci-fi blockbuster directed by Luc Besson, in Jackie Brown, a film directed by Quentin Tarantino. Tucker further demonstrated his versatility and range as an actor. These roles, combined with his earlier success, established Tucker as a versatile and bankable star in Hollywood. Despite his burgeoning career, Tucker's absence from subsequent Friday sequels was a notable point of discussion among fans and industry insiders. One significant factor in his decision not to return for additional Friday films appears to be financial. An undocumented clip that surfaced online reveals Tucker jokingly mentioning that Ice Cube, the film's co-creator, was upset with him for not returning to the franchise. Tucker alluded to the issue of payment for the first film as one of the reasons for his absence. This revelation suggests that financial considerations played a role in his decision-making process regarding future Friday installments. In a 2018 interview, John Witherspoon, who famously portrayed the character of Mr. Jones in Friday, offered insight into Chris Tucker's departure from the beloved franchise. Witherspoon's comments provided a glimpse into the behind-the-scenes factors influencing Tucker's decision not to return for subsequent Friday films. According to Witherspoon, one of the key reasons for Tucker's absence from the Friday sequels was financial. Tucker had made the strategic decision to work on Rush Hour with Jackie Chan, which proved to be a lucrative move for him. In this interview, Witherspoon noted that Tucker was reportedly offered $20 million for his role in Rush Hour, a significant sum that undoubtedly influenced his career choices. "I wouldn't go back to Friday either," Witherspoon remarked, highlighting the substantial financial incentive that was presented to Tucker through this new opportunity. The substantial paycheck from Rush Hour likely overshadowed any financial gain Tucker might have received from participating in further Friday installments. Additionally, Rizvan Manji, a member of the Friday cast, revealed that the actors involved in the original film paid relatively modest sums. The compensation for the first Friday film was notably low, with many cast members receiving only $5,000. This amount was far from reflective of the film's eventual success and the cultural impact it had. The disparity between the modest payment for the original film and the substantial earnings offered to Tucker for Rush Hour further elucidates why Tucker might have prioritized the latter project over returning to Friday. Chris Tucker's decision not to return for additional Friday films was influenced by several key factors, one of which was his desire to pursue bigger and more ambitious projects. This career trajectory reflects a common aspiration among actors to continuously evolve and expand their professional horizons. Tucker, having tasted significant success with Friday, saw it as a stepping stone to more prominent roles and larger film projects. In an interview with The Time during the morning show, Tucker openly discussed his rationale behind avoiding further Friday sequels. At that point in his career, Tucker was not just looking to maintain his popularity, but also to elevate his status in the film industry. He expressed that participating in another Friday would feel like a regression rather than a progression. "When they were doing the next Fridays, I was already doing Money Talk," Tucker explained, highlighting that his focus had shifted towards more substantial film opportunities. Tucker's decision was rooted in his ambition to break out of the mold established by his role as Smokey on Friday. The film had been a significant success, but Tucker was keen on avoiding being typecast or confined to a particular genre or character archetype. His subsequent roles in major films like Money Talks, Rush Hour, The Fifth Element, and The Presidents were steps toward building a diverse and illustrious career. Each of these films represented a different aspect of his acting range, from action comedy in Rush Hour to science fiction in The Fifth Element, allowing Tucker to showcase his versatility and attract a broader audience. Tucker's desire to keep going to the next level is a testament to his commitment to personal and professional growth. He wanted to ensure that his career continued to evolve and that he was not perceived as merely a comedic actor from a single successful film. By working on high-profile projects and collaborating with established stars like Jackie Chan and directors known for their blockbuster hits, Tucker aimed to solidify his position as a leading actor in Hollywood. In addition, Chris Tucker's departure from the Friday franchise also stemmed from a significant personal transformation that reflected his evolving values and priorities. As Tucker's career progressed, so did his personal life, particularly his deepening commitment to Christianity. This change played a pivotal role in shaping his decisions regarding his professional projects, including his choice not to return for additional Friday films. In interviews, Tucker has been open about how his renewed faith influenced his approach to comedy and his overall public persona. By the time of his hiatus from Friday sequels, Tucker had undergone a period of reflection and spiritual growth that led him to reassess his professional choices. He found himself drawn back to church and sought to align his career more closely with his Christian beliefs. This spiritual journey involved a conscious effort to clean up his act, both on and off the stage. In a Dos Mil Catorce interview with Vancouver's Tucker discussed how his Christian faith had transformed his approach to comedy. He described how his faith prompted him to move away from raunchy and explicit humor, which was prevalent in his early stand-up routines. "I was never a raunchy comic, but I didn't think about what I was saying because I was young," Tucker reflected. His faith, he explained, led him to a deeper consideration of his comedic material. "Being a Christian helps me in comedy. I have to talk about other stuff. Normally, most comics talk about stuff that's easy, maybe cussing or saying something raunchy. I have to dig deeper to find something that's still funny, and now it's harder. I like the challenge." During the Dos Mils, Chris Tucker experienced a notable hiatus from Hollywood. a period marked by his retreat from the film industry and a shift in focus toward his personal life. This hiatus was influenced by several factors, including his dissatisfaction with the roles he was being offered and a growing need to reassess his career and financial management. Tucker's decision to step away from acting in the early Dos Mills was, in part, driven by his frustration with the type of roles that came his way. He felt that many of the parts being offered were repetitive and did not offer the creative challenges or opportunities for growth that he desired. This dissatisfaction, coupled with his evolving personal and professional interests, led him to take a step back from the industry and explore other aspects of his life. As Tucker took a break from Hollywood, significant personal and financial issues came to the forefront. In 2014, it was publicly revealed that Tucker owed up to $14 million in income taxes, a substantial debt accumulated over years of earnings, dating back to 2001. This tax liability became a major public concern and highlighted some of the difficulties Tucker faced during his hiatus. The source of Tucker's tax troubles was attributed to poor accounting and business management. His representatives explained that the issue stemmed from mismanagement and accounting errors, rather than deliberate tax evasion. Despite these explanations, the large sum owed and the public nature of the tax issue placed a spotlight on Tucker's financial and professional challenges during this period. In response to these difficulties, Tucker began to make efforts to address his financial obligations and reestablish his career. One of his strategies for tackling the debt was to return to the entertainment industry, both through film and stand-up comedy. By getting back in front of the camera and performing live, Tucker sought to generate the income needed to address his tax debt and revive his career. Tucker's return to stand-up comedy was a key part of this strategy. Known for his energetic and charismatic performances, Tucker leveraged his comedic skills to reconnect with audiences and build a new source of revenue. His return to comedy allowed him to showcase his talent and draw attention to his renewed presence in the entertainment industry. Additionally, Tucker made appearances in films and took on roles that were more varied and aligned with his current interests. This included taking on projects that diverged from the type of roles he had previously been associated with, reflecting his desire to reinvent himself professionally. In a 2014 interview with Sway in the Morning, Chris Tucker addressed the possibility of revisiting the Friday franchise, revealing his thoughts on how any potential return to the series would need to reflect his personal and professional growth. Tucker expressed that if he were to return to a film like Friday, it would need to evolve alongside his own evolution since his role as Smokey. He acknowledged that his perspective and approach to comedy had changed significantly since his early days in the industry. Tucker's comments highlighted his awareness that a new iteration of Friday would require more than just a nostalgic revisit of his character. He emphasized that any new project would need to align with his current values and experiences, reflecting the ways in which he has matured as both an individual and a performer. This sentiment underscored his commitment to growth and his desire to ensure that his work remains relevant and meaningful. Despite his departure from the Friday franchise, Tucker continued to remain active in the entertainment industry. He maintained a robust presence in stand-up comedy, performing shows across the country and reconnecting with his audience through his live performances. This return to stand-up allowed him to showcase his comedic skills in new and evolving ways, reflecting his ongoing engagement with his craft. Additionally, Tucker announced his return to the Rush Hour franchise, confirming that he would reprise his role alongside Jackie Chan for Rush Hour 4. This decision to return to a beloved series indicated that Tucker was open to revisiting his past projects, provided that the terms and creative direction aligned with his current career goals and personal growth. What do you think about why Chris Tucker left Friday? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.